And you're live.
Are we live?
We are live.
Good morning, Sadie. How are you?
Good morning. I'm tired. How are you?
I'm all right, thank you. I'm
Good.
all right. Why are you tired?
Didn't sleep very well. My husky kept waking me up, unfortunately. She has a tendency to howl in the night, which isn't conducive to getting a good night's sleep. And I also haven't had any coffee this morning, which hasn't helped either.
Why haven't you had coffee?
I'm on a detox. Different one to yours.
Yeah. Well, look, it is harder to get up in the morning as well. Let's get harder to get out. You get up and it's pitch black. It doesn't inspire you to do too much before work. Do you remember those days in, I think it was probably March, April, May, first lockdown? You were just up and out, you know, when it was light at about 5:30 in the morning. It's a distant memory now, isn't it?
It does make a big difference, doesn't it? You know, wanting to get out there, and especially the weather at the moment. I don't know what it's like there, but it's raining. And it doesn't really call you to want to be out and about moving. It just wants to sort of stay indoors and hibernate, to be honest.
Yeah, I'd say I'd describe my weather at the moment here as concrete. I look out the window, it's concrete.
You love that description.
Well, it is, isn't it? It sums it up. It's as dull as concrete. It looks grey. It looks grey from the sky down to the floor. The river, the river banks have burst. They're all over the side, so you can't even see people running around the river. Oh, listen to me. Listen to me. So am I trying to find reasons why my physical well-being has pretty much, apart from walking, ground to a halt? I mean, it doesn't take a lot to knock you off and demotivate you, does it?
No, it doesn't. I don't think necessarily finding reasons. I think they're quite valid. And I think most of the people watching this would probably agree that it is a lot tougher to just get that motivation drive to get outside. And, you know, it's starting to think about different ways that we can move more, how we can exercise, how we can get more active. And I think having other people around us to stay accountable to, and having other people whereby who we can actually say that we're going to be doing these things, we're going to commit to these activities, it does make a big difference. And that's why I think Red January was so good for both of us. I know it was your first Red January experience, wasn't it? Yeah,
so for anyone listening, Red January is not regular exercise daily, it is running or exercise daily. Yes, got it.
Yeah.
And it was a great thing. We raised money. We raised well over 350 quid in the end.
330, but close.
330. All right. Well, I'm a salesman, so I exaggerate. It was about 8 grand. But the thing about it for me was it wasn't about the money at all. It was, I went for a walk last night. I didn't put it on my Strava, and I had no one to put it on a platform. I couldn't put it on Red January, and then, you know, 6 or 7 people say, well done, that's lovely. And then I motivate them, and it's like a lovely little circle, isn't it? And they go out the next day. So I felt, you know, I feel as if we need to replace that group with something. And I think it's not just the group, it's accountability, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Why is accountability?
A sense of belonging. I think, you know, people underestimate the impact of social well-being, and, you know, being part of something is really, really powerful. I think, yes, it's community, but it's evolved really in the way that we've phrased this recently, where people refer to it as being part of a tribe, and that's what it was for January. And it's this mentality that people very quickly adopted, that, you know, it was Red January, it was the Winter Warriors, but people use this sort of phrasing saying, I'm a warrior, you know, I wasn't going to go out today, but I thought about all the other warriors, and I got out and I got active, and I ran 5k, or, you know, I walked around the block. And it's that mentality of being part of something and wanting to contribute to that, and knowing that you're going to get that support, knowing that people are going to cheer you in as you cross the finish line. It just makes a really big difference at the moment. I think we'll really need it. I know, you know, it's the 4th year, I think, I've done Red January. In the first 2 years, I did it on my own, and then sort of started to create teams, part of team environments, and it's really, really powerful. I miss it. As soon as January finishes, I really miss it, and I think we need to keep it going and keep the group going.
Look, we're halfway through already, our 10 minutes. So we've got 2 things. Physical well-being, obviously it's very good for you. We all know that. How can you, 2 questions. How can you motivate yourself now just to get out? My thinking is that it may not be all the big ropes, and you've got to do, you know, you just bring your expectations down and start with a walk and work up. Mm-hmm. So rather than thinking, well, I used to do 3-hour sessions twice, you know, 3 times a week, bring your expectations down. And the other thing is, what about this accountability? When we used to go to the gym, I used to like seeing people. When I went in there, it was more about that collective buy-in. How can we replicate the social well-being part and the accountability?
So the first question, in relation to how much we're actually doing and what activities we're getting involved in. I really like the whole mantra of the Red January, which is move every day your way, because there's some people that can go out and run 10K without even blinking, like you. I can't.
I tell you what, I wouldn't be blinking now. Back last year, maybe. I'd be more than blinking if I ran 10K now.
But, you know, it's not about how far, how fast, what you're actually doing. It's just getting up and moving. And even if that means going for a walk with the kids, getting some fresh air, you know, it doesn't have to be some huge hour-long activity. It's just making sure that it fits in with your lifestyle, with your energy levels, and it's realistic, it's feasible, and most importantly, it's enjoyable. You know, it's not feeling like a form of punishment. And in relation to the accountability, you know, it's great to be part of these type of groups, but even just if you know there's a friend of yours that wants to get up and get moving more, just giving each other a nudge and saying, so what time are you going out for that walk today? And even if you agree a time, that you're both going to go out and perhaps have a chat at the same time. So just these little subtle nudges and, you know, pushing people in the right direction.
Yeah, and I know people used to say if you're going to go to the gym, just go to the gym. You don't have to put it all on Facebook that you're on the gym and everything else. But
I do.
Yeah, well, yeah, I would if I ever did. But maybe there is a bit that you do just put it, you know, put your updates up live so that people can say well done and hold you accountable. Maybe we're going to use social media for a positive way.
I absolutely agree with that. I'm a member of a lot of run. Yeah, absolutely.
I was
Social media.
you agree with me, right?
No, social media is really, you know, quite damaging for a lot of reasons. But for having a sense of community and being part of something, I'm a part of so many groups and communities, from husky groups, running groups, girls that lift groups, you know, because they're all these little tribes where you can post your achievements, your challenges, and they champion you, they lift you up and make you feel good and support you and motivate you. And that's really, really important as a driver to getting us to act and change our behaviour. I
agree, and we've got 3 minutes left. So when I get up in the morning and it's dark and it's concrete outside, if I didn't want to go anyway, I've got lots of reasons that cement literally the way I feel. How do you overcome that? I'm thinking, do you get out of bed really quickly? Do you beat your own thought process? How do you get up and out? Or do you wait later in the day? Do you just, like you say, do it your way?
I think you've got to be realistic in relation to your energy levels and what fits in best with your schedule. But I think at the moment it's quite good to try and reframe why you're doing it. And you talk about this a lot and saying that rather than thinking, you know, I've got to go out for a 10K run, you're thinking, I'm going to go out and enjoy an hour, fresh air, listening to music, you know, not overthink it so much. I mean, I personally enjoy exercising more in the morning. I just find it easier and I find my energy levels more sustainable. So it's fitting in with your schedule. And, you know, at the moment, a lot of people are working, stuck to their computers all day and not seeing any daylight, setting an alarm and just thinking, right, when that hits midday, I'm going to go outside and get 20 minutes fresh air and go for a walk, because that's me getting a break and refreshing my mind, rather than thinking that's me trying to shoehorn in my exercise to the day. I'm taking a break.
Do you know what I was guilty of as well? I was thinking I've got to do 10K. If I don't do 10K, it's not a run. Can't do 5K.
It's a fail.
Yeah, so what I was doing is either doing a 10K or not doing anything for the next 3 days until I could do another 10K. And what I think is more sustainable, if I just get out every day, and if I feel like running, run. And like you say, bring down your expectations a bit and just do what you want, enjoy it. There is no right or wrong as long as you're out exercising or doing something, isn't it? I even did Pilates last week. I did online Pilates.
I know.
Honestly.
You're doing it again?
Big shout out to Gemma. Yeah, I will do it again. Yeah, it was terrific. It was different. I mean, I'm not going to lie. I was worried. I was really worried about trying a new thing. You know, that I thought I'd be walking into a big room of people who would be judging me. It wasn't at all. You know, I was a tiny little box at the bottom of a screen. So again, my fear was preventing me from doing something. But Pilates, little movements. But yeah, it was taking a lot out of me. It was great. I'm definitely up for it. Maybe try something new. Good. Keep it, spice it up a bit.
Great opportunity to try something new. There's so many different workouts you can get online now, so give something new a go, definitely.
Yeah, so what are you going to do that's new? What are you doing today for your fitness? We've got 40 seconds left. Inspire the nation.
No pressure, I'm going to go for a walk.
Yeah, exactly. Good. Well,
you know my schedule today.
I do know. Yes, I do know your schedule. I can see it. But thank you very much. That's our time up. I will see you later in the day and, of course, first thing tomorrow morning. Thank you, Sadie.
Will do. See ya.